Yo, what's happening, party people? Welcome back to another episode here on City Skylines on the channel. My name is Captain GG if you are new, and this is the UK build here in City Skylines. As you can see from episode 1, we do have our little area of residential that is now starting to thrive. Yes, we are yet to put our paths in down the back to give each other access to the rear of their properties, but the city so far is looking rather nice, although not much of a city as of yet. So for today's episode, we need to pan from this view and we need to come out and have a look at some other areas in which we need to develop. So today's episode, we are going to continue to develop into this area and potentially across into this area over here. Get this side all thinned out and ready to go before we then transfer across into this massive area over here in which we can really continue to build this city. Beyond that, we will be looking to maybe come down here and into some sort of village areas, but that is going to be for a future episode, as today, like I say, we'll continue to build up to the 1500 mark where we hit the next goal in order to then unlock some district themes and areas in which we can help provide our clientele, our residents, with some nice parks and some lovely areas in which we can help to build our city. So let's get into today's episode and start having a look at this road network. So like I said in chat, in today's episode we need to work on this southern section of the city in order to get up to that landmark of 1500 residents. So first and foremost, we are going to work on this side just to the southwest of the city, and having a look at it, we need to get down some temporary roads in order to see roughly where we're going to head with this build. So in and amongst here, I think we need to leave ourselves a nice 4-tile gap and then a road straight down, which might mean we do lose a house or two. I think we're going to, in fact I'm going to do it, although we have anarchy on. No, we don't. There we go, the roads have now gone. So with those and that road there in motion, we need to have a look at a couple of other roads in which we can build out. So having a look at it, we do probably want to come straight down at the rear of this. We know our houses, a lot of them are 2x2s, so I'm happy just to bring this road all the way across to this connection, although that's going to leave it very tight to this one. So maybe you want to just back up just a little bit and then just pop that straight in there. A real tight connection over here now, but I think it should suffice. After that, we can literally just maybe come straight down and get one in here. Gonna try and keep this boxed as much as possible. I think keeping to our 2-tile gap. We don't want to have too many connections to this main road here. We have obviously our arterial road, our main road out here. This one's going to run parallel with it. Do we really need this one also running parallel? Potentially not, but I think it's worth just having a couple of connections. One in here will do, and one also in here. And then having a look, we can maybe just bring this one straight out. It's going to be a little bit of a weird connection there as well. Maybe we can just go in here, in there, and then just bring this one straight up. Maybe get some commercial in down here, not 100% sure, but this gives us a nice square really to build off of. In here we might just have a couple of straight roads. Do want to try and build some sort of... I do want to try and build a couple of like different connections, but ultimately right now, as we're just trying to level this up, we are just going to keep it quite simple. Going to be happy with that. Yes, we do have 2 cul-de-sacs, but that is fine. We'll probably beef these 2 nodes out in order to circle them off a little bit and really try and make some sort of cul-de-sac in there, but I think that's okay for now. And in the base of this, we certainly will want a park at some point, so I think what I'm going to do is keep to the 2-tile square gap. We can go to here, straight up to here and into there. Like I say, I'm going to have a park, I believe. Just going to make that connection and then into there. I'm probably going to bin that connection off. Don't want that connection in there. We are going to obviously need some sort of connections, so I think just straight in here is fine. Straight in there is fine. Maybe one over in here as well. Is it needed? It probably is. Let's just have a connection either side of that. That has not gone in properly. Let's just redo that road. There we go, beautiful. So I think that is going to be the sort of layout in which we want over on this side. Keeping it nice, keeping a nice big area there for a park. what we are going to do now is just span over to this side and run some road layouts over here as well. And bish bash bosh, it is done, chat. There we go. So we now have some road layouts on either side of the road. You can see that we have with our cul-de-sacs, we have made the nodes a little bit bigger just in order to make it feel a little bit more realism. We might need to shorten these ones down. We have got them at 200% at the moment, but these couple over here, we are probably going to have to make a little bit smaller. 200% there is maybe not quite going to cut it, especially on this one. So maybe we just bring this one round and it comes in to its own. Do you know what? I think that's what we are going to do. We are actually going to bin this off and this off and that off. We're going to go back in. We've got our road. Let's use our picker mod to grab this road, and we're going to come in with the curve tool. And I think we're just going to bring this from in about here. We can maybe bring this down actually now and just come out and maybe just curve it in. Maybe we want it to make it look a little bit more realistic than that though. Let's just curve it in like this, I think, and then we'll have our slightly stretched node in there. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go into node controller. We're going to pick this node, we're going to go over to more options, and we're going to make this 200%. I think that is about right. Let's have a quick look. Maybe 150. Maybe 150 for this one, because that's still fairly large. Yeah, 150 seems fine. We'll make that one 150. There we go. Not a problem. Okay, chat, we need to start getting this filled in. Now, we do have a load of UK detached houses in which we are going to use in this build. So we have loads here. Some of them are, as you can see on screen, 3x4. This one here over there, 3x3. So we need to keep in the theme of these houses just up here. And then over the other side, we'll probably use more of the 3x4s, etc. So we can change it up over here. It won't look so bad. Over here, we're going to try and keep to the theme that we've got over there. Maybe just a little less straight and a little bit more desirable sort of roads. And obviously, we'll try and create our park as and when we can. So let's get on to zoning this and getting it filled in. Okay, so you can see here we have chosen the house to go around the park area. A very, very well detailed house. I'm going to put the link in the description for the Steam workshop for this guy, because he has done so many amazing props for UK build. Yeah, props to him, I guess. Excuse the pun, but something I'm a little bit unhappy about. There's more of my own thing. I'm going to have to go back and change this, but if we do go around the back of the house, for example, I don't want this to be the view for the lovely people that are living on this side of the street. Obviously, houses are going to go in here. We don't want the back here to be the view. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to push this road inwards a little bit. It does make the park area probably a little bit smaller, but it will allow us to put two houses of the same each direction and make it look a little bit better. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get that all done now, and we'll come back once this area is zoned in. Okay, chat, so whilst we have been investing in this little area, we have now hit tiny town. 1500 population has been reached, and that has opened up a ton full of policies and services, as well as many other things like park areas, industry areas, and all those good things. Some more roads as well for us to use, but basically, and the main thing is obviously going to be our landscaping, our industry areas, our park areas. Policies probably not going to dive too much into that at the moment, but certainly our industry and park areas is something we are going to be looking into. Okay, chat, so improvement has been made. We have duplicated this row of houses here and brought it on to this side. We have our square all filled in with walking paths at each corner. We also have filled in a load of the areas in and around, and these houses, like I say, just look absolutely fantastic. A couple of them are worried about land value at the moment, which is sort of to be expected. We don't have too much in the way of services over here at the moment, but the properties just look so good. Really, really nice fronts, and I really, really like it. I really like how this city is coming on. We're gonna maybe get like a little bit of a dog park in here just to help with land value. and maybe some walking paths to the corners, etc. And the same in here, we are going to build our park. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into another time lapse in which we build our park. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. If you are, be sure to smash that thumbs up because it really does help the algorithm. I am new to building City Skylines as well, not streaming or making content, but in terms of City Skylines, we are, and as you can tell, because I'm a little bit nervous making City Skylines, I keep stumbling over my words. So get in the comments, let me know what you're thinking of the city so far. Let's get into another time lapse as we build our park. Okay chat, so we have a bit of a park made. We do have a couple of little areas that we have left available to put a few other things in once our park upgrades. So for now that is going to be as is. I don't think I'm going to put any fencing around the sides. We might actually, yeah we will just detail around the sides there as well. Over here it was a bit difficult, we couldn't fit any larger parks in. I can maybe get like a road coming off down here to maybe try and fit a parking or delete a couple of these houses. I might well do that. It depends whether we need it or not, or whether we can move a couple of the houses round to the other side. I don't really want to have two of the same thing and this, but it is what it is. It made the citizens happy, so hopefully the moaning about the land value should all drop. One of them already has dropped, which is very nice. So like I say, as the park upgrades, we will look to add a few other things into the area. We don't have much of a demand for residential now. It is all for commercial and for the industry as well, in which we are building our forestry industry all the way over here. This is all in relation to forestry, and then up into this area we will have our forestry with this road going off into a sort of rural area. But this is, like I say, going to be our forestry area. Up the top we do want to sort of have like an A road that comes round, a faster A road that comes round and meets sort of this village road, and that's where it sort of slows down and goes into the village. So we will put that in for the next episode as well as we move over to this area. But we still have this area to focus on as well, but like I say, without the residential there isn't much we can do for that right now. We do need to get some commercial demand in. So I have had a look on the Steam Workshop, and we do have a number of UK commercial buildings. Now if we go into here, we want to take that one off. What am I doing? There we go. If we go into UK, we do have a load of commercial buildings in which we can pop down. We did have a few more, got some pubs and that we can lay in as well, but if we take it out of growable and turn it into ploppable, you can see that we have loads of, like, we have Odeon, Curry's, Pets at Home, Sports Direct, all of these. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this area in here to get some more commercial in. We really don't like these commercial buildings, so we need to repurpose this whole area, in my opinion, including the police station, the medical center, etc. So the first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these away from here and then strip all this out and look to build a nice little commercial area for our citizens. So what we've done is, for now, we've just moved the fire station, the police station, etc., the medical center and the school all over into this road. I don't think it's too bad because they face the opposite road to the houses, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Obviously we want our main artillery road, our main way through the city, to have all of this commercial on it. So we need to look at a road layout in here. Of course we need to just double check the size of these. I think they're all the same, 5x5, 5x5. So I think I was going to go with sort of this one-way system in regards to our commercial area. But I think in true British fashion, this city is crying out for a roundabout. Of course it is. I live in Milton Keynes, the home of roundabouts. We have more roundabouts than any city in the world. I can assure you we love circles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the first roundabout into the city, and the biggest roundabout, most well-known roundabout in Milton Keynes, maybe the magic roundabout. Should it be called the magic roundabout? I don't know, chat. Get in the comments and let me know. I do also need to do some work, because some of these roads, they just break up a lot. Unless we're sort of zoomed in, they look nice now, but zooming out, we maybe just need to have a look at some of our graphics in regards to the game, just to make it feel a little bit nicer. But let's have a look at, like I say, getting this roundabout installed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out these 3 sections. For now, I'm just going to take this away as well. I'll leave that in there, up there, that's fine. But like I say, we need to have a look at actually getting the roundabout installed. Okay, chat, a few moments later, we finally get the roundabout built. This is why you should have Roundabout Builder installed as a mod. It is so helpful. It does it in absolute seconds. However, we took 2.5 minutes to get that sorted, probably a little bit longer. I don't know if it was an issue with the roads, I'm not really sure. Maybe the anarchy that I had on, but oh well, we'll get it sorted. That's the main thing. Note yourself, Roundabout Builder, get it installed for the very next episode. So to finish off this episode, like I say, we're going to have to finish off this area, and then maybe do a little bit of detailing. So what we want to do is we want to have a look at some of these ploppables, in which we do have. So I'm going to go for a quick pause. I don't know whether to maybe bring this road right the way down in here as well, but we'll have a look at sorting that. Let's have a look into our ploppables. Like I say, we want to have a look at these. A lot of these are 5 by 5. Pets at home, for example, we can get that in there. A lot of them are going to face away from this main road, which is fine, is we're going to have 1 by 1 by 1. Let's get that sorted. Okay, chat, and this area is done. Let's have a quick look at this. So we have our retail park. We've installed some trees along the back line here. We have our parking in behind as well, although we do need some surface paint just to finish this area off, make it all concrete, really make it all pop. Like I say, the trees are there to protect the pedestrians getting out of their cars. We have nice 2 big trees either corner. So from this episode, look at that beautiful little retail park we have in there. That is really going to help our residents and all of this residential area. They are crying out for some commercial, and now they have it. So we do still need to do a couple of things over in our commercial area, including finish off our park. We do need to get some sort of railings around our park as well. A couple of trees in the corners. We can do that off cam. A couple of trees over here as well, but it is really starting to take shape. Do let us know what you think of our British themed city so far. I've really enjoyed building it. Like I say, we are no professional when it comes to City Skylines, but if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to get in the comments and let me know what you think of it, and do smash that thumbs up button, because it really does help us. Really hits the algorithm on here on YouTube. So yeah, really do appreciate everyone, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.